Happy President's Day, everyone. Solomon here. It's 2024, February 19th. It's George Washington's birthday. And I'm walking outside. It's Monday, so I just had the weekend. Everyone's grown up now. I just saw my family, friends, their kids when they were young, playing with these pet shop dolls. They're all graduated from Rutgers. They have one's a physics professor, one works at Seattle, Microsoft, the other one does some kind of media marketing for a magazine no one's probably heard of. And life goes by pretty quick. Kids grow up really fast, and damn. So I took my business outside, going for a walk in nature. I was just at the gym. I had to jump out of it because I was getting lazy. I felt the complacency. I felt the entitlement. I felt the comfort zone creeping up on me. And, I have all these external factors to blame, but it was really myself. I blame no one else but myself to hold myself accountable. And I had to jump out and go outside. Recognizing the fact that I was just getting lazier, procrastinating. Well, I didn't turn to video games, but I just tried to blame the lady coming in, and doing her workout. If she's there, then I can't play my music, and I don't want to bother her or whatever her preference is. Or if she turns into a Karen and says, "Turn that music off. I'm sensitive. I have a vagina, everything. I'm super sensitive. You have to turn it off." I don't have to explain to you why you have to turn off everything, but I'm super sensitive. I'm Karen. But anyways, whatever the fuck. So I'm out here in the cold and the freezing tundra of New Jersey. My joys in life are derived from not spending money, taking long walks on the beach, and not giving a fuck. The number one thing that creeps up on me are, where's your girlfriend? Blah 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 girlfriend, blah 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 girl, blah 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 wife, blah 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 girl, blah 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 girl, blah 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 wife, blah 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 girlfriend, blah 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 marriage, kids, child support, alimony. It's like, the fuck? Why are you looking at me for that shit? It's like, do you know how fucking hard it is to get a job and make money? It's like, what the fuck? That's the last. Having kids in this world is the last motherfucking thing I'm concerned with. I have to take care of myself. Damn. Let alone society trying to brainwash me. Are girls really that great? Are wives really that great? I don't know. I don't know. Just, are they designed to help men? I don't know. I don't even know the answer for that. I know there are some good ones, and then there are a lot of bad ones. It's like there are bad men. Are people compatible with each other? That in itself is a very complicated question. Is anyone perfect for each other? Probably not. Especially if you're Asian. Okay? I know most Asian people, with the exception of me and the homeless guy outside, they're very strict, they're very anal, they pay close attention to detail to everything, And once you're like that, there's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of screaming, a lot of, this and that, and fussiness and Karenness and, dragging tiger mom shit, and, your kids need to go to the top schools and the SAT scores and tiger mom this shit and tiger mom that shit and workaholic shit and suicide shit and like pressure shit and lawyer and doctor shit, and just like, for what? So I could be the ultimate Asian person? It's just like, yeah, basically it's like within your own matrix, you have to be the nerdiest of all Asians. You find this in all Asian communities. Chinese, Indian, Japanese have their own thing going on. The Philippines. Why? Escape poverty, escape the poverty mindset, to satisfy the parents. Why? It's just, it's because the mom's like some kind of like Korean nail spa lady or like laundry man or lady. It's like you're supposed to be the model minority and shit, and all the Asian parents are so fresh off the boat and violent, and it's like a stereotype, but it's very much true. So why am I not hauling ass and getting my PhD or my doctorate right now? Within the own Chinese matrix, I'm not that nerdy. I'm just not that nerdy. I have my limits. So I have to cut back on having kids. I have to cut back on spending. I have to just be a extreme cheapskate. Chinese people, they don't spend money like Americans. They don't enjoy life like Americans. They don't have that luxury. They're very cringe. It's always about being an extreme cheapskate. It's always about minimalism. It's always about that anxiety you get because you don't have enough food, because of communism, because there's a drought, because, this or that. Asians just generally find themselves in fucked up situations. And that's what they spend their money on. Preparing for famine, preparing for, scarcity of resources. And why is that? It's poverty mindset. In America, it's completely different. People are spending money like it's water. Some people go into credit card debt. You got Starbucks, you got Target, you got, expensive luxury goods and cars and luxury apartments now. It's a completely different. Western culture is completely different. The American might, it's just completely different, And sometimes a lot of Americans thinking would argue that debt is good, and you use it for leverage for your business operations and tax deductions and establishing LLCs and corporations and all this other Brahmin bullshit that they do. Like Donald Trump. But I don't know. It's too much bullshit. I can't keep up with it. I gotta keep it simple. For my own well-being. Oh, do that, do this, 4-hour work week, It's too crazy. Drop shipping, white label, made in products. Alibaba, SEO, search engine optimization, all this crazy crazy shit. I just can't keep up with it. I have to work my 9 to 5. I have to get my in-demand, list of jobs on unemployment. Just most people probably don't have the tolerance or the mindset that can handle being an entrepreneur, making not just a mediocre wage, but to thrive. It's just too fucking hard. Your emotional bandwidth, your level of risk, has to be all that, and a bag of chips. Most people are just sitting on a couch, eating a bag of chips, watching TV. Life is hard enough for them, being a lazy fuck. Let alone be someone like Tim Ferriss or David Goggins or Donald Trump or something. Someone who actually does something. Then you have a pile of momos and average ass people who just never seem to be doing anything. Just work a 9 to 5, and that's the highlight of their success, their life. The king of mediocrity. And they have these middle life crises and go on vacations and shit. Oh. Well, we're gonna look at the environment here. So you're walking with me to gain some insight about what life is about. Kids grow up really fast. They go through high school really fast. They go through college really fast. And during that time, some kids will make it. Like my family friend, she just graduated Rutgers and just went straight, hit it big with Microsoft in Seattle, Washington. Bill Gates and all. There's another one like that. His name was, I can't really say it. He might get hunted down. He was another Chinese, prodigy, math whiz. Same thing. He just was really good at math, and I guess he used his talents for like computers and shit. Anyways, we're looking about a minimum of 6 figures. I think 200,000, 350,000. Some of these, computer programmers and computer nerds get up to like $800,000, including stock options and stuff like that. That would take me around 10 years safely to accomplish. And they can do with that in 1 year, maybe the 3rd year or 4th year in the company. But not me. Shit. And what would you be doing with the money? A lot of your money would be stored in stocks and retirement, and yeah, good for them. I'm just not them. I'm just not at that level. I mean, there's you have to compete with leak coding. You have to compete with other super nerds. And this stuff is usually very, very fucking dry information. Very, number and logic orientated. It's just so fucking boring to me. I don't know how anyone gets into this kind of stuff. God bless you if you do have that or develop that kind of or build that kind of mindset. Half the time it just makes me sleepy. I wish I was into it. Like I was into video games. Everyone's into video games. Everyone's into being a lazy degenerate. Who's really into being a computer programmer? I wish I was. I just don't recall numbers or letters or fancy symbols off the top of my head. It's just, very challenging to be doing that. Then they tell you to practice mindfulness or something and be present in the moment. I don't know. It's either be some kind of like Ric Flair nature boy, or you're some kind of like super nerd looking at dual screen vertical monitors all day coding and programming like you're Neo in the Matrix or something. And between the two modalities of life, the healthier option is probably being Ric Flair nature boy. You don't really want to be this like nerd guy, but if you are the nerd guy, it's a completely different take on life. That option is not available for me. I am not super nerd guy, so I can't really or live like that. I mean, be pretty cool making all that money and stuff, and coding and making apps and software and being on some engineer team. But it probably leads to a lot of like burnout for most people. Probably a lot of arguing as to who did what, who deserves what. The world of no one gives a fuck. World of no one actually gives a fuck. I don't know. I got my shit work to do. That's all I need to know. So I worked last night and went home to sleep. I don't know. Is that what I really wanted? I get this. People are asking me all the time, how do you do overnight work? I wish I had a stable job. No, you don't wish you wanted to work overnight? What the fuck? I'm an introvert. I don't like people. Why you're asking me why you would want to work overnight aren't you an extrovert? Aren't you like everyone else, in the world? Don't you like yelling and screaming and bitching and cursing and getting away with doing the least amount of work and backstabbing everyone else and claiming that you did everything? Aren't you one of those kinds of people? Why would you want to be me? Why would you want to be the overnight guy? Why would you want to be the low-key person? You know? Shit. I mean, what if you had Britney? What if we lived in opposite land and Britney Spears wanted to be like Solomon Chau? I mean, like, no, get out of my space. You're Britney Spears. You're supposed to be the alpha superstar in Hollywood, not me. Like, what the fuck? You know, for me to take on your job, you know, I'd have to wear makeup, get breast implants, a vaginoplasty, and for her to do my job, all she has to do is like stay at home, play video games, and watch porn. I mean, like, what the fuck? No, I don't want to be some rising star celebrity. What the fuck? That's completely out of my limitations. Like, shit, I know who I am. Damn. So I'm gonna go walk back in the ghetto here where I live. You know, I just want to spend some time vlogging and dabbling. One person asks, you know, why do you do it then if you're not gonna share it with the world? I don't need to fucking share this shit with the world. Marcus Aurelius didn't share his meditations book with the world. He did it for himself. He wanted to better himself. He did for his own cathartic reasons, for his own therapy, for his own growth, you know, for his own potential. Not because he wants to share it, because, you know, he wants to tell someone else, and, you know, they can tell their little fucking friends, and their fat little fucking friends tell their fat little fucking friends. None of that shit for me, you know. Although there was a breakout movie, Solomon Chau, All My Life, starring Harry Shum. That's an actual Hollywood movie, except I want to be low key, and, you know, I don't really care about fame. If this breaks out and shit, what would it be about? It wouldn't be about a girl. It would be about a guy who doesn't give a fuck about a girl and just plays video games and watches porn at home. No, that's horrible. Of course, the movie has to be about a girl, otherwise no one's gonna be interested. People love love stories. That's, you know, the 5 love languages. And of course, they want to make money off of it with an audience, with attention economics, the gamification of attention economics, you know, getting more viewers, getting more customers, subscribers, likes and subscribes, you know, get it on DVD or Blu-ray, buy it now today for $19.99, shit like that, marketing. As for me, I've always been like a whatever person. Don't really give a fuck. So we're back home in the ghetto, and I spent enough time with you guys. Spent about 20 minutes, shared my day, shared my trauma. There's my Nissan Murano. Let me not expose anyone's license plate for people on the dark web. So this is the Nissan Murano. It's an excellent car. It's been getting me about 30 miles and uphill, downhill, just all kinds of roads, especially New Jersey, even through the snow. It's very roomy and big inside and outside. So miles per gallon is very important to me. It gets 10. Surprisingly, it gets 10 miles a gallon less than the Honda Civic, which 2021 edition, which is like 40 miles per gallon. This is 30 miles a gallon, 29 miles per gallon. And yeah, I have it for like 14 more days. And yeah, leather seats and whatnot. for my next car, I might as well just buy fucking used. Roto.com has a good used car utility now, function, and I'm guessing it's about $20,000 if I buy used, a couple of like 10,000 or 20,000 miles, like a Toyota, or Honda. My number one choice is a Toyota Corolla, possibly a Camry, possibly a Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4 hybrid if possible. Those are all cool. And I'm probably gonna buy used because it's New Jersey. Someone's gonna ding my car regardless. I mean, it's unpreventable. It can't be prevented. It's New Jersey. I mean, people just drive god awful. It's snowing all over the place, and things are far apart in a way. You're playing loud music or whatever. There's accidents all the time on the Garden State Parkway, Route 80, this and that, up and down next to New York City and Brooklyn and Staten Island. This shit's obviously gonna fall apart real quick. So I gotta buy used. I would probably save about $5,000. But that's it. Anything else I want to conclude? Just another fucking day. I go back to work at 11 p.m. This week I'm working 2 overtime days, so that's something to look forward to. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace out.